Grilled cheese with peanut butter. I'm into it. It's giving charcuterie board. Charcuterie sandwich. Charcuterie sandwich. I'm like, what the heck is life? Life isn't even real. For anyone. Not for us, not for aliens. Life is just, everyone's like a hologram, holograph. Thank you. It's a square, and it has tassels on two sides. I actually got this, and it's like silky too. I got this from Halloween store, I think like a couple Halloweens ago. It was probably for a Western costume, but I was like, this scarf is super nice. I am definitely that type of person to grab things that are nice in the most random places. That is my forte. The most unlikely places. Aliens, we're technically an alien too. And we've been bred with them as well. It's like, bro. And then I've been hearing about things too where I'm like, are we kind of, even though we're a very primitive species, are we actually kind of like looked at, I don't know, with all the different abductions and then all the different interbreeding, there's something that we have in our genetics that they don't have, that happens and develops within the first half of like trimester 1 into trimester 2. There's something that happens in our DNA where we have something that aliens want, but we're a part of aliens too. I don't know. It's just like, I'm just like lost in the sauce with all this because I didn't grow up a lot of people grew up not learning the truth. So it's hard to discern like what's real, what's not real. Well, it's not hard to discern. I think it holds a specific frequency. What's challenging is the fact that an advancing species like us, even though we're like level 1 when it comes to how many, I don't even know how many levels there are, but we're like a brand new species compared to other places in the cosmos, and still the hardest part about any species, I think, and advancing is advancing at the rate we need to advance at. What do I mean by that? It's so easy to get stuck, especially in our previous belief systems. We need to essentially be so malleable where we're able to quickly let go of what once held a crutch on us. For example, with myself, it would be religion. You know, I grew up in the church. I would not change that because it taught me the values that work interstellar values of peace, love, patience, kindness. These are things that are interstellar, not just planet specific, right? So, but then it's like, I don't know, being a primitive species, but yet also needing to advance at such an intense rate, you have to let go of all the previous belief systems quickly. Or what we have to do is we have to have the mindset of whatever I believe today can be changed and altered based on what other like consciousness or intelligence I acquire that day. The fact that we have to essentially, quantum ascending is challenging because you cannot stay in one place. You're always evolving with your belief systems and everything else. In a good way. Like, I wouldn't have it any other way, but when you're changing your belief system almost daily at this rate because we're integrating higher levels of technology, you just have to be so certain with the flexibility and way less rooted in your previous belief systems. You just have to be super malleable, and that's extremely challenging in our society. Exactly, and you have to do it daily. It's like every second of the day, you have to be upgrading. Upgrading consciousness is very similar to upgrading technology. It's almost like every other freaking week or every other freaking day we're getting upgrades to our MacBook Pros, to our iPhones, Samsungs. Like, we're always getting upgrades for technology. And what happens is our consciousness needs to act the same. We can never be just so stuck in one direct, oh, this is exactly how it is forever. We have to upgrade consistently our consciousness, and that means as well our beliefs, and our understanding of the world, to a point where beliefs are almost things that hold you back because they change so often, or they should upgrade so often. Either progressing or you're stuck. And I would even say most people that think that they're progressing, they're stuck because they're still in the same belief system that they had a month ago, a year ago, 10 years ago. We're advancing at too quantum of a rate, or at least there's people on this planet that are intentional about advancing at a quantum rate, where we're starting to see almost like a divide of people that have malleable, more ability to integrate new wisdom and knowledge, and then there's people that get stuck in the old ways, in the old system. And the old system is, quite honestly, HE double hockey sticks. The new system is heaven on earth. It's a lot to, I don't know, it is a lot to consistently be upgrading your consciousness. It's like, it's a process that has to happen like all the time, immediately, or else you get freaking caught in a loop that you don't want to get caught in within the matrix. And when you think you figured it out, you're like, oh, you get this new information where you're like, okay, well, everything I know currently that adds to it and kind of changes it and morphs it in a way. And all of these things are very positive. I think I'm just coming at it from less of a positive light right now, but these things are actually technically very positive. And we should be very intentional and happy about being able to integrate new consciousness on a daily level. Yeah, I do read a lot of books. Goat milk is delicious and so good for you. Y'all want to hear what I've been thinking too? When you look at the cosmos, the galaxy is technically almost like an organism. It might not be necessarily breathing, but it is, or oscillating, but it is expanding. And so when you look and zoom out into the cosmos, into even just our own galaxy, it's like, okay, is that similar to bacteria in a body? Because when you have bacteria in a body, you and I, we and she and he and they and thee, we don't know about the bacteria that's just living and enjoying their life on our bodies right now. And we're hosts. We're hosts to these bacterias, and we need actually these bacterias, and then a lot of them are very good bacterias, right? Within our own bodies. So if you zoom out and you think about the cosmos, I'm like, okay, are humans or aliens or whatever within the cosmos, if the cosmos is also an organism, are humans technically somewhat like bacteria, or, you know, something of the sort, right? I wouldn't say that we're bacteria, but you get the concepts, similar concepts. Bacteria to humans, humans to cosmos. I don't know. Well, I think we do know. We're just like downloading this information on a quantum scale. It's like, sometimes it's overwhelming. It's like 100%. I love Elon Musk. He's like just absolutely a leader of the pack, and he knows about all these aliens too, because he's like this with the aliens, keeping his mouth zipped because he needs the clearance for things. But yeah, I know Elon is literally on the same page as us, and he's trying to help us out, doing the best for humanity. We are literally all one, to include with alien consciousness as well. We're literally one with alien consciousness. I'm like, yo, it's crazy. It's crazy to think about. Like, what is happening? What is life? What is life? Just a few years ago, I was stuck on, like, worshiping Jesus. And now I'm like, well, he was probably just an ascended light being that came here to teach us, but was not to be necessarily worshipped, as we already know. I don't know, it's so weird. It's weird to me that to think about aliens wanting to, yeah, Jesus is an ascended master, or like a light being. But his teachings were all distorted. Like, I read my Bible every day because Jesus' teachings are actually extremely profound, but they're just distorted in the way that they're written. Essentially, there's levels, y'all. There's levels upon levels upon levels upon levels. And it shows up in every single part of our universe, to include nature. There's levels within every game. It shows up even with how we organize government. There are levels. It shows up with how we organize business. There are levels. Same thing with consciousness. There are levels. Spirituality. There are levels. Civilizations. There are levels. We're like still primitive, even though we think we're advancing because we're like, oh, AI, robots, this and that. Y'all, we're still super primitive compared to our other friends out in the cosmos. So yeah, there are levels within levels. My suggestion is just to never be stuck in one particular set of beliefs. You can hold them for as long as you need to hold them, but when new information comes into your consciousness, then you need to change your beliefs immediately. It's like uploading literally technology, but from the consciousness space and consciousness level. I'm trying to be one, not only with higher consciousness, which we already are, right, but also make some alliances with the good sectors of our alien consciousness out there, of our alien friends. Because, you guys, we might as well try to be friends with advanced species and advanced technologies. Yeah, I would say there's levels to consciousness and there's also levels to intelligence, right? Because even the electron has a specific level of intelligence. Intelligence is almost just a matter of what type of decisions can said consciousness make. Then we can measure out intelligence.